All right, good morning everyone and welcome to PatFit 1. So PatFit 1 are also known as physical activity towards health and fitness with the subtopic movement, capacity, and training. So this is already introduced to you on your first meeting with your instructor. So we shall be focusing on the module 1 which will be shown later in terms of its coverage and the focus of the module itself. So for this module, we will be tackling the following lessons. We have lesson 1, the definition of physical education. Lesson 2, the legal basis of physical education. Lesson 3, the functions of physical education. Lesson 4, objective of physical education. Lesson 5, new directions of physical education. And lesson 6, purposes of physical education. But since we are already through with the legal basis of physical education, so we shall be skipping this lesson, but still, we will be discussing some parts of it. But the other focus shall rely on the discussions that you already did or in the coming meetings that you are going to have with the subject. So for this topic, we will be starting with the lesson 1, which is the definition of physical education. This covers the definition itself and other things and perspectives that you should be learning on this lesson. Physical education before, bago pa nagsimula ang established na physical education na meron tayo ngayon, it was actually before considered as an education of the physical. Ibig sabihin, it focuses not just on the activities that you do physically, but also it includes your muscular physique. So sabi doon, it is considered as a physically educated body daw kung meron ka ng muscular physique. So medyo mataas-taas yung standard ng physical education before. These activities were termed as drills, physical training, and even calisthenics dun sa unang concept ng physical education. So kung varsity ka, familiar ka dito sa drill, physical training, and calisthenics. So this old concept of physical education would in all respect mean today as strengthening your muscles. So in physical education, we know that this is not limited with sports only. So napakaraming activities na pinag-uusapan at nako-cover pagdating sa physical education. So in definition, sabi nga dito, it's about strengthening our muscles in our own body. So in modern physical education idiom, ang PE is actually referred to as an education through movement itself. So quote and unquote movement. Ang description nila ng physical education ay ang mga sumusunod. First, it provides sensory data. Bakit sinabing sensory data? Because we know that physical education is learning by doing. Hindi natin masyadong mai-internalize or madadigest ang isang concept without experiencing the actuality of it. That's why it provides a sensory data. Not unlike yung education na information lang yun na ipoprovide. Number two, it broadens the perspective horizon. Once you encounter and experience the subject itself, medyo lumalawak yung perspective na meron ka, lalo na pagdating sa physical education. Sabi ko nga, it's a stereotype na palaging sinasabi nila, pag PE, it automatically equates with sport. But in reality, it doesn't. So medyo magandang way na mapapalawak nito yung mismong perspective horizon natin about the subject. Number three, it stimulates function and structure of all bodily organs. Why all bodily organs? Because your body moves as a whole in physical education. Di ba kaya nga education through movement? And lastly, it is the means by which an individual learns about himself in relation to his ambient environment. We are well aware that our own body responds to the environment that we have. So kapag medyo magulo yung environment, kapag medyo makalat, di ba, it clouds our own mind and our own body. Kapag tinatamad tayong tumayo, kumilos, it affects our body as well. So these descriptions of the education through movement only shows that physical education is not just a subject limited with what we do in sports, but rather focuses on our bodies. Now let us talk about the actual definition of physical education. So physical education is an integral part of the education program purposely to promote the optimum development. Ano bang ibig sabihin ng optimum? Bakit ba sinasabing optimum development? So when you say optimum, it means the best or yung 100% ng katawan natin. Sabi nga natin, ang physical education is not just about moving. So this program also promotes the following. So it can promote physically, socially, emotionally, and mentally. So later on, mas mapag-uusapan natin yung mga sumusunod na to sa other parts ng lesson. So paano niya na-promote yung physical, social, emotional, and mental? Sabi dito, through total movement of the performance of properly selected physical activities. Every person may kanya-kanyang activity na ginagawa at nakakahiligan. So itong mga activities na to, depende sa kung ano yung performance na maibibigay natin. So we should be able to have the optimum performance in those activities. Sabi din dito, phase of education concerned with the teaching and learning of skills and attitudes in play activities. Di ba isa sa mga reason kung bakit gustong-gusto niyo ang PE is because of sports, because of play. So it is an aspect of education that may be appropriately described as education through physical exertion. So physical education itself, hindi lang yan about sa sport, but anything that has something to do with physical exertion. So as long as exert ka ng effort, kumikilos ka, napapagod ka, pinagpapawisan ka, na-exercise ka, those are all examples of physical education activities. So that is a definition of physical education. Now that we are done with the lesson 1, so maghahapyaw lang ako ng konti sa lesson 2, which is the legal basis of physical education. Like what I said and asked some of you nung ating class, di ba sabi ko, if you were given a chance not to take the subject physical education, will you grab it? Sige nga, sagutin mo nga. Will you grab the opportunity na, ayoko na lang mag-PE. Ayoko ng PE, napapagod ako, ayokong gumalaw, ayokong kumilos. So, to answer you back, this is a good and solid argument why you should take physical education. Well, first point, physical education is actually required. It is mandated by the government. Sabihin, nagtanong pa ako, no, required pala siya. Yan. So, bakit siya required? As you go along the legal basis of physical education, you will know. Bakit ba required yung PE? Bakit ba hindi ko na lang siya skip or wag ko na lang siyang daanan? So again, it is under our Constitution. Anong part ng Constitution? Tignan niyo po yung lesson doon sa resource material. So I am not yet going to deeply dive into this because I'm going to give it as a task to you. But next time, we're going to be talking about it as well. Okay? Next lesson, we have lesson 3 or the functions of physical education. By now, I hope you are all aware that physical education is very functional at napakarami niya pong pwedeng maging dulot sa mga buhay natin. But here are some of the common functions of physical education. Una, we have biological function. So biological function, we know it's talking about our growth and development sa ating own bodies or yung body movement natin. As we move, as we do activities, as we exert effort physically, sometimes may mga nagbabago sa katawan natin na hindi lang natin napapansin. One of the good things in being physically active, alam to ng mga nag-exercise, nag-gym, nag-workout, lalaro ng sport, alam nyo that when you continuously do it, pwedeng thrice or 4 times a week, di ba may nagde-develop sa katawan? pwedeng may nawawalang mga excess fats, or baka may medyo natotone na part ng katawan nyo. Halimbawa, kung palagi ka naglalakad, di ba yung mga muscle mo sa lower body mo nag-i-improve? That's a good example of biological function. So, it helps in your growth and your own development. Next, number 2, we have its integrative function. What's good about PE is hindi siya linear lang. Di ba pag sinabi nating linear, kung paano siya nagsimula sa point A hanggang point B, yun na yun. But physical education offers integrative function. Ano ba yung sabihin ng integrative? Meron siyang personality integration in terms of achieving through participation yung mga activities na ginagawa natin. Anong meron sa integration? You're able to interact with other people, and you're able to do not just one thing, not just two things, but many things. That's why it's integrative. Again, it's not just about sports. It's not just about physical fitness. It can also be about nutrition. It can also be about dance and many more. Kaya siya tinawag na integrative. Kasi even in your real life, nai-apply nyo ang physical education. Sometimes lang, hindi lang natin siya na-appreciate kasi we are blinded by the fact na, oh, papagod lang naman ako eh. But in reality po, napakalaki ng function ng physical education. Kaya nga po siya naging integrative. And lastly, social function. Sa varsity, pag first year ka, 'di ba? Pumasok ka sa varsity, hindi naman all of the people inside the varsity ay kilala mo. Ay ever since kaibigan mo. So, sports, dance, physical activity, even mag-jogging ka dyan sa complex, may makakasalubong ka, tas araw-araw mo nakakasama, hanggang maging kaibigan mo na, di ba? It's a good example of social function. Social function refers to transmitting values and standards that are consistent with the needs and ideals of the society. One of the good things that I like when going to the gym is that yung mga tao doon, hindi ka para ipahiya, i-humiliate kapag hindi ka marunong. What's good about it is the concept of teaching other people. Isa sa mga hindi ko malilimutan experience is yung I'm trying hard to learn a routine, an exercise, then there comes these people helping me without even knowing me. So that's a good example of social function. So again, yun yung tatlong function ng physical education. So, those three might be divided into three, but when you connect it with each other, so makakabuo ka ng isang malaking function, which is known as the major goal of physical education. So we know that it's biological, integrative, it is social. But here's what I want you to understand and what I want you to learn. Physical education aims for us people to live the good life. Ulitin ko, to live the good life. O sir, to live the good life lang pala eh. Bakit pa tayo nagpapakahirap? Diba? Ano ba ibig sabihin ng to live the good life? Sabi dito, it means that an individual satisfies the basic needs as physical well-being, love, affection, security, and self-respect. These things that is defined as good life can be achieved through one thing. Ano yun? Dapat, ikaw mismo as a person, inaalagaan at minamahal mo yung sarili mo, lalo't higit yung sarili mong katawan. One of the things that I always remember is that we only have, yes, you only live once, but remember that you also have one body only. No second chances, no options. You have one body. You're stuck with one body. So might as well use it properly. Alagaan mo. Bakit? Kasi in the future, kapag hindi mo nirespeto yung sarili mong katawan, hindi mo inalagaan, sisingilin ka niya pagtanda mo. Diba? To live a good life means simply going up and down the stairs without getting tired. That's living the good life already. So what I want you to learn in this subject in PatFit 1 is how to live the good life. Okay? Physical education as a component of the educational system strives to aid or facilitate the development of an individual so that he can achieve total fitness to allow him to enjoy the good life. Therefore, a major goal of physical education is isa lang, fitness. Fitness not in the sense na dapat maskulado ka, dapat sexy ka. No. Fitness is being able to live the good life na natutulungan mo yung parents mo sa gawaing bahay, nakakakilos ka ng walang pagod, hingal, hapo, and all. Next, let's proceed with the objectives of physical education under Lesson 4. Physical education as part of the educational system strives to help or facilitate the development of the potentialities of the individual. One of the good thing that I love in physical education is that napakaraming potential ang nadidiskubre. Maraming potential yung na-enhance. At most especially, maraming bata yung nadidiscover din nila yung mga bagay that they can still do. Physical education plays largely on that part. Kilala naman natin, di ba, si Carlos Yulo. Since elementary, high school, college, hanggang sa buhay niya ngayon, gymnastics na yung nakasandalan niya. And it's part of physical education. It's part of our curriculum, di ba? So this development and potentialities helps in attaining the total fitness that enables him to enjoy a good and useful life. Nakakatuwa lang ngayon kasi though biro lang yung mga sinasabi ng mga bata na, parang gusto kong maging si Carlos Yulo. Imagine how many millions will you get? Pero if you think deeply about it, being Carlos Yulo means that you have to facilitate kung ano yung physical activities na meron ka, what are the foods that you're eating, and the people you surround yourself with. Diba? It might be an indirect thing, but still, it's an influence of physical education. It includes the acquisition and refinement of motor skills as well as develops and maintains fitness for optimal health and well-being. So let's structurize. When we say motor skills, may dalawang uri yan. We have the locomotor and non-locomotor. Motor skills are being developed mula pa po tayo ay bata. Ano yung mga motor skills na yan? Simpleng pag-close open, simpleng pag-upo, pagtayo, pagtugay, pagbalanse, paglakad, pagtakbo. Those are motor skills. But what's the difference between locomotor and non-locomotor? When you say locomotor, these are movements where you move from one place to another. Best example, walking, jumping from one point to another, running, skipping, hopping. But when you do all of that in place, it's called non-locomotor movements. You're moving, pero you're not changing direction or location. So those are both under motor skills. Again, to maintain fitness for optimal health and well-being. Optimal health, free from fatigue. Well-being, free from stress and other things. So, next. Ito na yung sinabi ko kanina. Himayin natin yung apat na na-mention, starting with physical development. Physical education helps physically because, like what I said a while ago, it helps us have good health and high level of physical fitness. We are able to attain things physically and motivate ourselves to participate further in physical activities. Hence, syempre, nade-develop tayo in terms of our growth and yun, our own physical body. Okay, that's physical development. Next. Social development. It's stated, very obvious, friendliness, cooperation, respect for the rights of others, good sportsmanship, good leadership and fellowship, honesty in group competition. Very self-explanatory, di ba? Good sportsmanship. As an athlete, sobrang importante nito. Leadership as the captain of a certain team. 'Di ba? To be able to follow, to be a follower, to cooperate, to have a friend, to respect other people and be honest. Those are all products of social development. Emotional development. Sabi ko nga, kapag nag-exercise ka, gumagalaw ka, naglalakad ka, physically active ka, it also clears our mind. Diba? We are able to be more confident. We can have self-control. We can rely on ourselves. We can have courage. We can have determination. Fourth, mental development. Sabi ko, your environment, the way you move, the decision of moving at the very first part of the day, the very decision that you stand, you walk at least how many kilometers, di ba? Palabas ng bahay nyo, sa loob ng subdivision nyo, pumuntang palengke, papuntang anywhere, mula sa gate ng complex hanggang LU, di ba? When you do that, it helps you clear your mind. So, kapag ang utak natin mas clear, we are able to obtain knowledge and understanding ng lahat ng bagay. But specifically in sports, mas madali sa ating umintindi ng strategies, 'di ba? Ng rules, even move like in gymnastics and dance. And most importantly, it enhances critical thinking. Paano ba natin nagagawa yung gantong bagay? How do we strategize? Diba? How do we follow the regulations? So those are all under mental development. Now, I would like to introduce to you the physical education program. So, we're very familiar with PE already, I'm sure by this lesson. But there are three programs that I want you to understand as college students. First is the service physical education. Ano ba yung service physical education? It is usually required to all students. The purpose of the program is to provide instruction and develop skills, knowledge, and favorable attitudes toward physical activity. The best example is your PE subject, service physical education. Ang purpose namin dito as your instructors ay maintindihan ninyo kung bakit ba mahalaga ang physical education. Diba? Service physical education. Next, ito ang mas common at mas skill ninyo, the intramural sports. Intramural sports is the competitive phase of sports activities. These activities are parallel as closely as possible to those offered in the service curriculum. So kung sa PE, tinuturuan namin kayong sumayaw, mag-facilitate ng sports, sumali sa mga sports. Sa intramurals, dito natin itetest yung competitive side niya. So, intramurals or the sports fest, mas kilala. So, laban-laban kayo sa sport, lalaban kayo within the school pag intramurals. Ito yung difference niya sa extramural. Extramural sport place emphasis on instruction and competition for students with relatively high levels of skills in sports. Nag-intramurals kayo, may mga nanalo doon. Now, those people can be scouted to join programs and sport competitions outside the school. So this program involves competition among athletes who compete with other athletes with comparable ability. Best example, Lakwaa. If you're familiar with that, nung high school kayo, yung mga district meet, provincial meet, regional meet, national, extramural sports ang tawag dyan. Okay? So we have service, physical education, intramural sport, and extramural sport. Lesson 5, new directions for physical education. So napag-usapan na natin yung umpisa ng physical education, paano siya nagsimula, ano siya before, ano yung naging development niya. Ngayon, let's look at the future. Ano ba yung aim na marating ng mga education experts for the students like you? So let's talk about the new directions for physical education. Sabi dito, and I quote, All our educational efforts must be directed towards the development of our national goals as a developing country. This focus, contained in the Presidential Decree number 6A, is entitled Educational Development Decree of 1972, the goals of which are the following. 1. To achieve and maintain an accelerating rate of economic development and social progress. Ang bigat, di ba? PE lang pero may economic development and social progress. You might be asking, how, sir? PE lang tapos may social progress and economic development? I'll give you one of the best example. So, you're familiar with the Paris Olympics, di ba? Alam nyo na may Olympics din na ginanap dito sa atin sa Philippines. Now, how do we accelerate yung economic development and social progress? Since we have our players, may kanya-kanya silang story, in terms of social progress, mas ngayong Olympics ha, still, di ba sabi ko nga, publicity, good or bad, is still publicity. So what happened with Yulo's family is somehow an attraction for other people from other country na mabaling yung attention sa atin sa gymnastics kay Yulo. It's a good social progress, di ba? And somehow, the Philippines is making still a name naman kahit paunti-unti. So, though maunti ang medalist natin, meron tayong gold medalist na isang tao, it's still a progress. In economic development, since nakikilala ang Philippines in a way, so nakaka-attract lang tayo ng tourists. Okay? Next, assure the maximum participation of all the people in the attainment and enjoyment of the benefits of such growth. Physical education is, again, sobrang underrated nito. So we are aiming to maximize your participation through this subject and to strengthen national consciousness and promote desirable cultural values in the changing world. Like what I am always saying, sobrang ina-admire ko yung ibang athletes, specifically EJ Obiena. Si EJ Obiena, he even invited some of the pole vaulters to go here in the Philippines para magkaroon ng event. So, it says a lot in us, Filipinos. Like yung gesture niya na hindi tanggapin yung 300,000 from the government, local government na nandun siya, and chose to give it to, I guess, his trainer ata. So, it's a good promotion of desirable cultural values in a changing world. So, those three are the objective of the presidential decree. And now, lastly, let's proceed with the purposes of physical education. Tapos na tayo sa goals, sa direction. Ano ba yung purpose at mapapala natin sa PE? One, we will be able to develop optimum physical fitness and health. Again, to live the good life, to attain the goal of the new society. Next, to produce individuals who can contribute to the economic well-being, like athletes, like people who are competing internationally, bringing the name of the Philippines. Those are produced individuals na nanggaling lang din sa physical education na very simple program. So under this or through the following, the improvement of proper work habits and work attitudes such as punctuality, cooperation, reliability, precision, and accuracy, and open-mindedness. I know, your reaction is, sir, hindi ba ang far-fetched na? Kasi PE tapos may work attitude. Well, again, PE is not just a subject but rather a habit, a personality. So, kung tayo physically active tayo, yung attitude natin sa work, sa school, can be like the following. Proper emphasis on problem-solving skills like identifying a problem correctly, mastering the skills necessary that are useful in the business world. D, to train good leaders with highest order, moral integrity, and develop other desirable traits necessary for effective group participation or group living, essential to the new society through the following. We know that sport is requiring a lot of efforts, not just individually but as a group. So it's a good training then for participation. Letter A, an adequate system of values by equipping the individual to be able to make moral choices or decisions needed in daily living and offering group participation in such experiences as intramural, extramural, play days, or sports fests. And lastly, number 4 and 5, to develop creativity and innovativeness inspired by an abiding faith in God and love of country and fellow men, and to install a love of and pride for their preservation and develop an understanding of the culture of other for a feeling of international brotherhood and unity. So again, that concludes the module 1 of PathFit 1, and I hope that you learned something from the topic. So in summary, physical education is not just limited with what we usually see and understood no sa subject na ito, but it's more than that. So I hope that in this first module we are able to digest the importance of PE, and I hope that we are able to live a good life through physical education. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next meeting.